Hey guys, Tommy Truthful here. Today we're talking about reptilians and vampires and why they're actually the same type of entity showing up in different forms. First, I'm going to play a clip from David Icke, and then I'll break down the connection and show you how these patterns appear across history. We'll also look at how the elites are tied to the Saturnalia death cult and how this connects to the worship of the reptilian fallen angelic entities. Now, in Chaldean, Gematria comes from Jewish Kabbalah mysticism. Chaldean is the oldest cipher. So, this is a way for the elites or so called elites to speak to each other without the uninitiated understanding what they're saying. And you can clearly see reptilian and vampires are one and the same. They carry that 30 energy, just like alien hybrid, which is something they created, these fallen angels. So let's take a look at this clip.
These hybrids have a greater infusion of reptilian DNA than the general population, although we have a lot. And therefore, the resonance is sympathetic to the resonance of these entities operating just outside visible light. And through this resonant connection, like two radio stations talking to each other, the possessing entity outside of visible light can control the thoughts, actions, perceptions of the intermediary, the demigod. And of course, the theme of possession is as old as history, right up to the present day. This image symbolizes the fact that he looks at him with invisible light and he sees George Bush, nothing else. What people don't see, because it's outside the frequency range of their decoding system, is there are entities around these people who are actually controlling these people's thoughts, actions, etc. A number of psychics have said to me around the world how they've seen people walking along the street or wherever, and then they've seen like an ethereal reptilian entity locking into these bottom two chakra points, the emotional level, one of them is, and floating around with them. Range of frequency we call our world is being manipulated from vibrational frequencies beyond it. And Satanism is a network within visible light that interacts with these reptilian entities in various ways.
So we see how they're one of the same entity, right? The AI God is tied to this cipher, which is what they're worshiping. And when you look into the archons, they're described as an artificial intelligent reptilian type entity. So the AI God is in that cipher, which is what the elites are really worshiping. They're building this artificial intelligence because these entities told them to, and they'll be able to rule over us as gods. Neuralink, the brain chip Elon wants to put in your freaking head, is also in that 30 cipher. So again, I would be careful what you stick in your brain. You know what I'm saying? And the cube is 30, which ties into the Saturn moon matrix, this simulation that we're living in. So, warning, we're about to go deep. If you ain't ready for it, I would maybe not watch this video. We live in a simulated reality created by the reptilian archons to trap humanity in a life death rebirth cycle. This system is often called the Saturn moon matrix. These entities, they feed off human emotion, especially fear, suffering. That is energy known as loosh, Loosh. That's what they're harvesting. This is why they keep us in a state of fear and trauma. Now, the predictive programming as part of universal law, they kind of got to tell us what they're going to do before they do it, and they do that in a very deceptive way. If you look at Neo's his not his license, this was his passport in the movie The Matrix. It had September 11th right on the freaking passport. And then look at the date, Neo's date of birth, September 13th of 1971. Oh, that's interesting. Tupac died on September 13th, and he was born in 1971. Interesting. How long is that? From September 13th, 1971, which is on Neo's license plate, to September 13th of 2001, which was the same year the whole 9/11 event happened, was exactly 30 years. Massive ritual to harvest the energy of the masses. And when you look into Tupac in the 369 cipher, what do you get? The 30 number. Tupac equals 30. And Nikola Tesla told us how important this cipher was because it gives us the keys to reality. So A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. That's an English ordinal. Then when you're using 369, A is 3, B is 6, C is 9, and it repeats all the way through the alphabet. And check this out, guys. When you look at Tupac's date of birth, he was born on June 16th of 71. So 616 is his date of birth, 6/16. Well, that's interesting because ritual sacrifice is 616. And that's in Latin, which is the original form of what they call gematria. Now, Neo's passport date of birth, September 13th, 1971. That's why Tupac came in, because I started seeing that connection. And again, when you look at Tupac's death, from Wednesday, June 16th of 1971, when he was born, to Monday, September 13th of 1971, which is on Neo's passport, is 2 months and 28 days. 228, which is death in Sumerian. And then remember Tupac's birthday being on 616, guys? That is the original number of the beast in the oldest form of Revelations in Papyrus 115. It's not 666. That's the breakdown for carbon, your carbon body. Okay? That has to do with humans. So they deceive us so many ways. 616 is the real number of the beast. And all you got to do with these people, just look at the back of your dollar bill. I mean, you can see how this Illuminati New World Order control grid is running reality by looking at the symbolism on the back of your money. Okay, for example, we have the 13, right? You have the 13 Illuminati bloodlines, the 13 illuminated stars, 13 colonies. They have the 13 layers of bricks. And then you get the 72, because there's in them 13 layers, there's actually 72 individual bricks. There's 72 names of God in Kabbalah, and the 72 demons of the Ars Gotha in the Lesser Keys of Solomon. You have the 13 arrows, the 13 leaves, the 13 berries. I mean, it's all right there. The 1776, which is when they formed the Illuminati, the Eye of Lucifer, the great architect, as they call him. And when we come back to the 30 cipher, guys, it gets into Hellraiser. I don't know if you ever seen that movie, but in the newest form of the movie, they said that these things were angels they were trying to contact, and they gave you a deal if you solved the puzzle. Well, the deal is never good. It's always about pain and suffering. Well, that's because they're harvesting that life force, that loosh energy. Hellraiser equals 30. Archons is 30. That's what the Hellraisers represent. They are these archon entities. You see how the cube is 30. It's all that black cube of Saturn. So it's all tied to Saturn. This 30 cipher, very important. And as you can see, there's an organic source code running in the background of reality. So yes, the elites know how to tweak it, manipulate it. That's why they do rituals on certain ley lines under certain astrological alignments. But there's also an organic source code. And now you see over here the cube symbolism. You got it in Mecca. Um, Jewish people wear it on their head. In Christianity, you have the cross and unfolded cube. So that's what that symbolism's for. It's all this black cube of Saturn, the Saturnalia death cult, where we get the word Santa from. Rearrange the name Santa. What do you get? Satan. It's the same entity. And now you were born with the source code yourself. It's connected to your first last name that you were born with, because you signed your name in the book of life if you're not a non-player character, NPC, which is just source code. We decode that over on my website, truthfultv.com. If you're on Instagram, you can find that link in my bio. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, the link will be in the description. And right now, we're doing an exclusive decode for only $35. That is normally $62. We break all this down, guys. Whether or not you're a first player character, if you carry the 12-strand DNA, you could be the same first player character as Jesus, which represents the Neo archetype who came to wake up humanity. We break down your superhero archetype, which connects to your god or goddess code, plus your whole astrological profile, Mayan profile. It's one of the deepest decodes we do. And this video today was sponsored through Body Align. We want to thank them. They have some amazing products, not using big pharma. It's all using energy technology based on Nikola Tesla's scalar wave technology. So, what did Tesla tell us? If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibrations. And that's what this technology uses. I recommend the Ultimate Wellness Band. Amazing. That link will be in the description as well. And if you're on Instagram, again, it's in the bio. I love you guys. Please share this video. Help us get the truth out. Leave a comment. Let me know. What do you guys think? Do you think we're dealing with the same type of entity with these reptilian entities? I do. And the numbers never lie. You know what I'm saying? People lie all the time. Numbers don't. The vampires, the reptilians, these things are one in the same. Now, the human form that we're seeing go around, I believe, is a hybrid that they created. I mean, you look into Vlad the Impaler, who was related to the royal family. He used to impale people alive, guys, and then dip his bread in their blood and eat it. That sounds a little vampiric to me. Then you have Bathory, who used to murder her maidens and bathe in their blood. Interesting. So, I mean, these people are out of their mind. And once you're aware of this and you see the numbers and what it's truly connected to, the energy frequency that it's tied to, it breaks the spell of hypnosis that they have casted on the masses. You understand? So it's very important that we share this video with everybody. We get the truth out there and we show them the deception. I mean, I couldn't believe that when it's right on his passport right there. That blew my mind when I was doing this 30 code. I'm like, wow, it's on, because I always knew the 9/11 part, but I had no idea about Tupac and him dying on September 13th, because remember, he was shot and then he died later, and him being born on that day and his name equaling 30. I'm like, oh, wow, that was a massive energy harvest ritual. It's part of sympathetic magic. Think all the people that love Pac when they ritually sacrificed him, guys. And then they sacrifice him with that death ritual. And what happens? All them people that love Tupac, now they're able to harvest that energy, the black magician that is casting the spell in the first place, which is what these elites are dealing with. It's some dark demonic stuff, guys. And for more information, just tune in on our YouTube, Tommy Truthful TV. On Rumble, our Rumble page is Truth Mafia TV. And our Facebook is Truth Mafia Podcast. We almost reach 500,000 people, followers on Facebook, and I owe that all to you guys. So please leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I want to keep the video under 15 minutes. I love you guys. Smash the like button, share the video, get your decode, and protect yourself from the 5G. I'm not even going to say some of the other stuff, nanotech, and chemtrails. That link is down below. Truthful, out.
Truth Mafia music, this is where the truth begins. Welcome to Tommy Truthful TV, where we break the illusion. Ever felt special or different, caught in confusion? Are you the black sheep in your family line? It's cause you see through the matrix design. We're living in a simulation, AR controlled. Most are NPCs, their stories already told. The Saturn moon matrix runs the hive mind, but a rare few of us break through and shine. 169,000 first players awake, reality benders, born to remake. Then there's the Decode, rarest of all, like Jesus Christ and Neo, answering the call. The Matrix ain't fiction, it's